A California family's $444 receipt from Trader Joe's has gone mega viral because people online seem to think it's insane that a family with 6 kids would shop at Trader Joe's. Let me pull up this article from the New York Post. Okay, so a California family's massive Trader Joe's receipt recently went viral on social media, sparking a debate about which grocery stores are affordable for families. There's this crazy video, like I said, we're going to watch it in a second, but if you look at the receipt that went viral, most of the items on here are like $2.99, 5 cents, $1.79, $2.79, etc. But the person who put this whole receipt together spent $444 and argued that this was how much money it cost to feed his family of 6 kids for a week. Let's watch this video.
Here's what it takes to feed 6 kids in about a week and a half. You want to have 6 kids? This is your Trader Joe's receipt. Keep going. Oh my God.
Here's my take on this. Trader Joe's is cheaper than you would think. Looking at this receipt, it's fairly affordable, each individual item, right? You're looking at an item for $2.99, an item for $4.99, an item for $3.49. Especially the price to quality index, right? You're having a really good quality, relatively speaking, for a good price. I am also a healthy eater, right? I like to have high quality ingredients for a low cost price. And I was always told that Kroger was such a cheap alternative, or I don't have an Aldi by me, but we have Kroger. And so I was always going to Kroger and I felt like I was spending so much money on a week's worth of groceries. I would walk out of there with 2 bags and spend $140. And now I go to Trader Joe's, and I personally, that is where I shop, and I get a week's worth of groceries for about $90 to $110, and it's 2 really full bags, like the brown paper bags, as opposed to flimsy plastic bags, right? I get personally that the idea that Trader Joe's is a cheaper alternative to even something that appears cheaper like Kroger. And I also, to my point, understand that parents want the best for their kids. So when they're trying to find good quality food for a good price, Trader Joe's is a great option. I get that. You don't get to make a video complaining about the price of food if you are looking for the best food and not the cheapest food options. In fact, $444, I think, for 6 people with high quality ingredients is probably not that overpriced given inflation. Take it down, take inflation out of the equation. You're probably looking at that running you about $395, I'm gonna guess, pre-inflation. And Trader Joe's hasn't really been hit too much by the inflation problem. So I actually think this is a pretty fair price to pay for everything that you got, right? Let me know in the comments whether you agree with my take on that. This whole Trader Joe's viral video scenario gives me the same vibes as complaining about the cost associated with sending your kid to a private school. It is better for them, but it's not a financially effective way to go about things. I'm not arguing for private school, against private school, none of that. I'm just saying that you knew that sending your kid to a private school is the same as going to Trader Joe's in a way. You know that walking into Trader Joe's as opposed to Aldi is going to be more expensive. You know that sending your kid to a private school versus sending your kid to a public school is going to be more expensive. You are giving your child a higher quality item, be it food or a higher quality education. I just don't think you can complain about it, about the price of it, when you are getting a higher quality out of it. If you're getting a higher quality food item out of this, then maybe we don't complain about the cost. If cost is the problem, we go to Aldi. We go to another cheap store, a Walmart, let's say. You cannot complain about the price of maybe a private school education, taking the nuance out of whether, we should have school vouchers and whatnot. But you really can't complain about sending your kid to private school when you have a public school alternative. You are sending your kid to private school for a better education. You are sending your kids with food from Trader Joe's because the quality is better. And if that's the reality, then I just don't think you have standing ground to complain about the price. But let's get into some of the reactions on this. Shopping at Trader Joe's instead of Costco with 6 kids is insane. That's a fair assessment, I think. Maybe, again, to my point, if you are interested in the cost portion of this, you think that saving money is the highest priority, Trader Joe's is probably not your best option. Jason Thomas said, I have 4 kids. With a simplified shopping list including flour, butter, milk, oats, grains, honey, rice, 2 whole chickens, cocoa powder. What are we making, a whole meal? Okay. He says he spends around $100 to $150. This selection enables me to prepare 10 times the amount of food compared to purchasing ready-made products at the store, which would cost $1,000 or more, and it tastes better. Ooh, okay. I think this is the big thing, is that when you go into the actual receipt that is exemplified all the way up here, because for whatever reason, X has decided to put the actual comments way below ads, you'll see that a lot of these items are pre-made, like cheese pizza, margarita pizza, tamales. Those are pre-made items instead of simple whole foods. Now, outside of my belief that simple whole foods are just better for you in general, this is very true, that you are going to spend that much money, and you shouldn't complain about spending that much money because you opted to buy pre-made food. And those are always going to be more expensive. This next comment reads, this is amusing. Are people really claiming their expenses are high because they buy junk food? Junk food is cheap. If you feed them fresh fruits, vegetables, meat, and the cost multiplies by 4 to 5 times. I don't advocate for you utilizing junk food, but I also understand that, yes, it is more cost effective. So, to my point, if you are going to spend the money for a higher quality product, you don't have the right to complain about it on Twitter. If you guys liked today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, and if you're like, Chrissy, I don't know how to comment, oh my gosh, just leave a comment about how beautiful, wonderful, stunning, funny, all the things I am. Yeah, no, I'm kidding, but I'm also not. Bye.